It's the bond to the hypothermia for physics part 9. Its own speed slows down and finally it stops in an area where it is subjected to extreme external pressure that compresses it once again into an extremely dense pushing force. In other words, outside the expanding visible universe in space, there are objects that recycle the energy, pushing force that has always existed among themselves. Slowly and surely, extremely dense energy, pushing force pushes away from them, which disperses into a larger and larger area of space due to the internal pressure, and accordingly the speed gradually accelerates and accelerates. Slowly and surely, extremely dense energy, pushing force pushes away from them, which disperses into a larger and larger area of space due to the internal pressure, and accordingly the speed gradually accelerates and accelerates. From this extremely dense energy, new expanding galaxies are created rapidly from the center outwards. The expanding galaxies of the expanding visible universe are particles that carry information about the object we are pushing away from. Okay, these extremely massive and dense objects are being pushed towards by extremely fast energy, pushing force, the remnants of quarks and photons that have been scattered into space. This extremely fast energy pushing force is being pushed through the new expanding quarks and other expanding particles, and due to the interaction, their expansion accelerates and the speed of this extremely fast pushing force slows down until it stops in a region of extreme pressure. At this point, this extremely dense energy pushing force of physically concretely existing thing compressed into an extremely dense energy pushing force starts to push away from the center of that extremely massive and dense object, along with the extremely dense energy pushing force around it, and once again begins an accelerated movement towards an area where this energy pushing force that is dispersed into space is less dense. The universe is an eternal recycler. Everything is just an eternal recycling of the energy pushing force that has always existed. Saberlin explains why behind everything is an infinite three-dimensional stage that is absolutely nothing, and why it have to be there, even it is nothing at all. So space is an infinite three-dimensional stage that is nothing at all. We are not inside space, we are not outside space, yet we move and change in space. Space itself does nothing. Space cannot do anything. Space is nothing at all, and yes, behind everything there is an infinite three-dimensional stage that is absolutely nothing. If it weren't there, then the energy density would be maximal at every point, and nothing would be suitable for moving anywhere. If you think of the smallest possible energy packet, then next to it there must be completely empty space that is absolutely nothing. If it weren't there, then these smallest possible energy packets would be next to each other, and the energy density would be maximal at every point. Surely you, a good person, understand that the energy density is not maximal at every point.